let's just stop and think about your phone for a second. I mean, it's not just a phone, right? It's your wallet, your photo album, your personal diary. Pretty much your entire life is sitting in that little rectangle. And because of that, it's a massive target for hackers. But here's the good news. Protecting it isn't nearly as complicated as you might think. We're going to walk through how to build your defense one simple step at a time.
So let me just ask you this. If a hacker somehow got into your phone, like right this very second, what would they find? We talking banking apps, your private messages, all your work emails, maybe your location history for the last year? Yeah. When you put it that way, it suddenly feels a lot more real, doesn't it?
But hey, don't panic. We're going to take that little bit of anxiety and turn it into a solid, actionable plan. See, the secret to good security isn't some magic button. It's all about building a digital fortress around your information, adding one strong layer after another. And I'm going to show you exactly how to lay every single brick.
So here's our game plan. First, we're going to understand the enemy by looking at your phone's hidden dangers. Then, we'll start building with some foundational security habits and locking down your accounts. After that, we'll get smart about controlling your apps, and finally, we'll get into some advanced defenses for that maximum security setup.
All right, let's get into it. First up, your phone's hidden dangers. You can't build a strong fortress until you know what you're up against, right? So let's scout out the main ways hackers try to get in.
The most common attack by far is something called phishing, and you've definitely seen this before. It's when you get that sneaky text or email that looks totally legit, from your bank or Amazon or maybe even a friend. It's got a link, and it's designed to do one of two things: either trick you into typing in your password or just straight up install malware on your phone.
Next on the list are malicious apps. A bad app can basically install a secret backdoor on your phone, giving a hacker access to steal your data or even take over your device. And here's the scary part. This isn't always some random hacker across the world. Sometimes it can be someone who gets physical access to your phone, maybe someone you know, and installs a spy app. That gives them a secret window into everything you do.
And that brings us to maybe the most serious threat of all: zero-day vulnerabilities. The best way to think about this is like a brand new secret crack in a castle wall that nobody, not even the people who built it, knows about yet. Really advanced spyware, like the famous Pegasus tool, is built to find these fresh, unpatched vulnerabilities and slip right through without you ever having to click on anything. It's a huge threat that can hit even the most careful people out there.
Okay, so we know the threats. Now it's time to start building our defenses. We're going to start with the basics, the foundational habits. These are like the big, strong outer walls of our digital fortress.
And what's kind of crazy is that your first line of defense is built on three incredibly simple things. First, just restart your phone regularly. A lot of malware actually needs your phone to stay on for a long time to work. A simple reboot can just knock it right out. Second, always keep your operating system updated. Those little update notifications aren't just for fancy new emojis. They have crucial security patches that literally fix the cracks hackers try to get through. And third, unless you are actually an app developer, make sure developer mode is turned off. It opens up advanced settings that malware absolutely loves to exploit. Next up, let's talk about something I really can't stress enough: your passcode. A weak passcode is basically like leaving your front door wide open with a welcome sign on it. So forget your birthday, forget 123456. A strong passcode needs to be at least 8 characters long, and it's got to have a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols. Make it unique and make it hard to guess.
Okay, our walls are up. Now it's time to secure the gates. This part is all about locking down the different accounts that are connected to your phone.
The single most powerful tool you have for this is called two-factor authentication, or 2FA. Think of it like this. Instead of needing one key to open your front door, you now need 2. So even if a hacker steals your password, your first key, they still can't get in because they don't have that second key, which is that temporary code that gets sent only to your phone. It is an absolute game changer for security.
So where should you use 2FA? The short answer is everywhere you can. But it is absolutely critical for your cloud storage accounts, like your iCloud and Google Drive. Why? Because that's where all the good stuff is stored. We're talking contacts, photos, messages, even full backups of your phone. Putting 2FA on these accounts is completely non-negotiable.
All right, let's move on to our next layer of defense: controlling your apps. You got to think of every app you install as a person you're letting inside your fortress walls. You need to be a very picky gatekeeper. So here's the bottom line. Where you get your apps from matters a lot.
The official Apple App Store and the Google Play Store have entire teams dedicated to checking apps and scanning for bad stuff. The risk there is way, way lower. On the flip side, if you jailbreak your iPhone or sideload apps on Android, you are basically ripping out all those built-in security features. You're just leaving the door wide open for malware. Trust me, it's not worth it.
So here's a quick little checklist to run through in your head before you download anything. First, like we just said, stick to the official app stores. Second, take a second to check the recent reviews. See what other people are saying. Third, and this one is huge, question the permissions it asks for. Does that simple flashlight app really need access to your contacts and microphone? No, probably not. And last but not least, just trust your gut. If an app promises something that seems way too good to be true, it almost always is.
So we've built our walls, we've secured the main gates. Now, for anyone who might be facing some more serious targeted threats, we need to secure the inner citadel, the most protected part of the fortress. These are the advanced defenses for when you need maximum protection.
And the really great news here is that both iPhone and Android have some powerful, specialized tools built right into the system for these kinds of high-stakes situations. Let's take a look at what they are and how you can use them.
For all you iPhone users out there, the tool you need to know about is called Lockdown Mode. Now, this is an extreme security feature. It's designed for that very small number of people who might be personally targeted by super sophisticated digital threats, like that Pegasus spyware we talked about earlier. And turning it on is actually super simple. You just open your Settings app, go to Privacy and Security, and then scroll all the way down to the bottom and you'll see Lockdown Mode. It'll give you a list of things it's going to restrict, like blocking certain message attachments and websites to make your phone ultra secure. You just review that list and turn it on. It's a really powerful tool if you think you might be a target.
Now, for Android users, your go-to tool is Google Play Protect. This isn't something you only turn on in an emergency. This should be running all the time. Think of it like a 24/7 security guard that's constantly patrolling your phone, scanning apps for malware before you install them and even after, giving you real-time protection.
You'll want to just double-check that it's working. It's easy. Just open the Google Play Store app, tap on your little profile picture in the top right corner, and then choose Play Protect. The next screen should give you a big green check mark and tell you when it last scanned your apps. It's a super important feature you want to make sure is always active.
So, as we start to wrap this up, I really want you to hold on to that main idea of the fortress. Real, effective security isn't about one single thing. It's a whole system. It's a series of smart, overlapping layers. Your strong passcode, your updated software, that two-factor authentication, and being smart about your apps, all of them working together to keep you safe. So there you have it. That's the blueprint for building your own digital fortress. You now have the tools and the knowledge to protect yourself. So the only question left is, what's the first step you're going to take today to make your phone and your digital life that much more secure? Thanks for tuning in.